Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to a very hot What's Up 363. It's RGT Friday. I stupidly should have used a magic road for tonight, given that RGT have just dropped a huge update with vastly improved graphics on the magic roads, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be ready in time for this race. So the next best thing, still a fantastic course. We're doing Cap de Formentor. Actually one of my favourite courses on RGT, despite the fact it's two pretty severe climbs, punctuated by lots of smaller pretty severe climbs. But I do really like it. I've just recovered actually from, I thought it was cramp from the Von 2 race on Monday, but the pain in my right calf lingered all week. I can still feel it a little bit now. So I was wondering whether maybe I pulled something slightly. So there's excuse number one. Excuse number two is obvious. It's a gazillion degrees in here. Actually, do you know what? It's not that. Oh, just as I say that, I was saying I think it's dropped to 24 degrees. It's actually 20. I'll show you. Look at that. 27 degrees. So that's going to be pleasant. I'll be taking it relatively easy anyway because it is a race. But for me, this is more about just spinning the legs tonight, I'm afraid. Anyway, the race is going to start in 3, 2, 1, boom. Off we go. Best of luck, everyone. Have a great one. Just while I do my cadence, I'll catch up with you in a minute. Okay, I made a right pig's ear of that, I'm afraid. I have a little trick with the cadence where I have to quickly connect my power meter to read the cadence, then disconnect it again so that I don't get those really crazy readings. But somehow I disconnected my trainer at the same time, so I lost all power as well as cadence. But it's a long race, lots of hills, there's time. It's funny, Paul Pickles Nichols was going to join for a casual kind of leg loosener as well. He's second now, down to fourth, but he's been holding like 4 or 5 watts per kilogram for a little while. So he's way up the front. In fact, he's at the front now, 5.7 watts per kilogram. I'll read out the runners and riders. We have J Decker, J by the way, P Nichols, G Clark, J Paridanes, M Smith, S Kerry, J Decker, D Cadiz, K Newman, S Bellio, P Bailey, P Waddington, D Smith, P Wilson, B Roden, K Stephen, J Anderson, S Newton, D Sorway, myself and L Thompson, who it looks like got stuck on the start, so I'm dead last. Quelle surprise. Good to see lockdown restrictions still in place. The beach and the bars are not crowded. Do you know what? Above all else, I think this course is one of my favourites because there's such a feel-good factor. I just love the scenery. And it's somewhere I'm desperate to ride in real life. But this is doing a pretty good job for now. What I do hope is that when the next update comes, they don't add weather variants. It just wouldn't seem right. I want a nice sunny day, blue sky, riding by the seaside. Escapism as much as anything else. So please, RGT, don't introduce rain or cloud or snow or hail. This is great. Speaking of updates though, one thing as a broadcaster that I really would like is the ability to view other riders and a slightly more free, fluid control of the camera. approaching the first climb. I have my two main nemesi in front of me from recent RGT races, Mr. Sorway and Mr. Newton. Now, I'm not being fooled by the fact that I'm closing in on Mr. Sorway for two reasons. One, he's on a steeper gradient than me already, and two, he has proven himself to be the king of easing into it. I mean, I've had a slow start, but that wasn't deliberate, as you saw. But Mr. Sorway just gently builds into these races. You think you've got him broken, then bang. Let's give him a quick wave. Oh, I probably needed to be in front of him for him to see that. Oh, he's waved back. Let's try again. Always good to see you, man. I'd quite like to meet OFA, who's just consistently holding around 7 watts per kilogram at the front. A message of let's do this from Mr. Sorway. It's Dave, isn't it? Apologies if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Dave Sorway. I'm terrible with names, as you know. As you can see, we are pulling back slowly to Steve Newton and Paul Bailey. It's actually really nice having the name tags above the heads now, so you can easily identify your prey. Okay, I'm back with Steve, which is good. I wanted to make sure I was with him before the descent, and that's very important. Up front we've got Jay Decker, Jay Paradane, OFA and M Smith, your top 4. After them we've got D Cadiz, S Kerry, K Newman, Jay Anderson, P Waddington, G Clark, P Nichols, B Roden, Jay Bytheway, S Bellio, P Wilson, D Smith, Kev Stephen, and then it's this trio, or quadruple now, quartet rather, you can see on screen. It'd be nice to have got closer to Kev before he tipped over the top as well, but he's done a great climb, and off he goes. To dig a bit there. It's important I'm with these guys coming over. If David managed to use Paul to get a break up and over the top here, that'd probably be the last I'd see of him. That's such a cool descent. Really enjoyed that one. It's just such a shame we've got to go back up again now. I just can't hold the wheels now. I'm having to dig so hard just to get on them. See what I mean about Dave Sorway? He's now just holding above 3 constantly. Ah, chain! Come on! Oh, got back on. I need a breather. I can't chase Dave now. I'm sitting Paul's wheel if I can. Oh man, Dave's just disappeared. Awesome stuff, dude. Got over the top of this little bump, just flew away. 500 metres now. Christ. It's looking like the front two have nearly finished. In fact, they have. Looks like John Decker. Oh, I didn't see who it was first over the line. I think it was between Decker and Paradane, and I'm assuming Decker took that. So good stuff, man. Next up should be M. Smith, followed by D. Cadiz. There's about 100 metres between the two of them. So Cadiz could still do this. I'm gonna have to go into self-preservation mode now. Keep an eye on Steve Newton behind me. Dave's 200 metres ahead now, even on this climb. Jay Decker saying he was 4 minutes off his best time. I don't know whether he means he took 4 minutes off his best time or he was 4 minutes behind it. If he took 4 minutes off in this heat, I mean, I don't know where you are, but what is that, Germany or Belgium? I can never remember with the flags. I think that's Belgium, I'm going to guess. I don't know what the weather's like over there, but 4 minutes off a PB is pretty bloody astonishing either way. And if it was 4 minutes slower, you can blame the weather. So just 60 metres between Smith and Cadiz. They've both only got a little way to go. Looks like Smith has got the power to hold that. Yeah, 6.5 watts up to the line. Great stuff, M. Smith and Cadiz not far behind. Looks like there's a tight battle going on with Jay Anderson and Kerry, was it, I think? Yeah, S. Kerry for the next spot. So it looks like S. Kerry managed to just nick that position ahead of Mr. Anderson. Dave's always gone past Kev now. He's flying. Kev's doing a bloody good job. But Dave, sorry, I'm turning this into the Dave Sorway show. I just wish I had your patience and ability to build up. I tend to, if I start slow, just stay slow. I think Kelvin Newman's just finished as well, congratulating the guys ahead of him. So I assume he was not far behind Kerry and Anderson. I think Paul Waddington's just finished as well. Let's see if I can get... Yeah, it looks like it was Kerry, Anderson, Newman, Waddington. Paul Nichols is next up. He's got a few K to go. Brian Roden not far behind him. And then Bellio, Wilson, by the way. Then Dave Sorway, Kev Stephen, myself, Paul Bailey, Steve Newton. Paul Bailey's decided he wants to race now. Ah, bugger. I did not want pressure from behind. And he's closing for UK. He's taken the 200 metres out of me in about 3 seconds. Kev's gone back past Dave. Great stuff. They're on the descent now, I think. Oh, that's why. Kev's a fat bastard. He'd have pulled back to him on the descent. Yes, I realise that's the pot and kettle calling... What? You know the saying, pot, kettle, black, business. I think Pickles has finished. Yeah. Next up will be Brian Roden. In fact, I think he has finished. As has S. Bellio, Peter Wilson. It's John By the Way next. Then it'll be Kev and Solway, in whichever order. And sadly, Bailey then me. Peter Wilson's got a touch of the old shaky hands. Can barely type apparently. I'm not surprised, that's a fast race. Good job, man. John, by the way, has crossed the line. Dave's always got back ahead of Kev. He's putting out solid power as well. Kev at 2.6. Solway, oh, he's dropped now, maybe they're on a descent. He was at 4.5. Solway now 3.8, Kev 3.1. There's nothing in it. Just reading John Byloway's message. He saw one goat and there are apparently several. I've not seen one yet, but I'll be honest, I can't see much. But I did notice that in the update description, the goats added to Cap Formentor. that was the one that caught my eye. Kev and Dave still going at it. I think Dave's got a couple of 100 metres now. Paul seems to have backed off a little bit now, but I think he's lining himself up for a sort of last charge in the one last kilometre or 500 metres or something. He's a powerhouse, so if he decides to turn it on, I won't be embarrassed to have been beaten by him. He's in a different league to me, but it'll still be a little bit demoralising. What I probably need to do is charge up this next little ramp so I can get a good lead into the final long descent there, longish descent. Here comes Paul, see? For God's sake! I'm not even going to be ahead of him when we hit this descent. Okay. Alright, and breathe. Oh, it's one nasty little climb. Up to the finish now. It's always finished. Good job, man. Looks like he had about 300 metres in the end. There's the lighthouse. Looks close. Still a kilometre away. I don't know how to time this. I can't remember how long this little ramp goes on for. Too long is probably the answer. I can't keep going though. For fuck's sake. Well done, Paul. I've virtually stopped. I was so close. 90 metres. I'm completely blown up. I'm coming over the line at half a watt per kilogram. Holy shit. Sorry for the bad language. I've been trying to cut that out recently. Jesus. You beat me by 40 seconds in the end. Paul saying it had to make me work. You're such an arse. I thought you were just pedalling in at like 2 watts per kilogram for the last 5 or 6 kilometres. Oh, I could have done without that. Great fun though, kept it entertaining, so thank you, Paul, that was wicked. Thanks everyone that raced. We've got Steve. Where's Steve? Oh, he'll be coming around the corner any second. See, again, I'd love to be able to switch cameras here, pick up other riders. But we should see him appear any moment now. Well done everyone, that's such a brilliant course. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to be a bit cooler and a bit fitter so I can attack it properly. And try not to cock up the start as well, would be nice, but I finished pretty much where I expected to finish, if I'm honest, given the nature of the riders around me. There's Steve rolling in, great stuff, man. Excellent. Well, thank you all. It's essential Friday night entertainment now, if I'm around and can cool the room down enough. But that was excellent. Well done to everyone that raced. Thank you all for watching. Oh, thank you for person Emmanuel for the last minute reminder to charge my ETAP battery, which I hadn't done since the Von 2 race, and it was already running out on that. So thank you, dude. You might have just saved my evening. I've just I've seen Steve's message. Yeah, I think that kind of reflects how most people are feeling. Awesome stuff, Steve. Right, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you, guys. See you on the next one.